Hello everybody, my name is Zeus, and welcome to the first presentation by Eternal Ducks. This is a prototype game called Gaia. It is a medieval setting tabletop RPG set in the world of, I know, right? Gaia. It's very similar to a wildly popular role-playing game that everybody knows, but it is a slightly different system. If one knows how to play that game, they pretty much know how to play this, just some of the rules and a lot of the numbers are different. There are different classes, different races. Races include the Aeron, slim creatures with hair ranging from tawny to silver to white and eyes of hazel, blue, or gray. They have an affinity for air. The Chelth, short musical race with bright vivid hair and eye colors. Gaian, which are strongly associated with earth. The Moritata, which are basically humanoid cats. The Minos, which are humanoid wolves. Half Moritata and half Minos, mixed with human for each. And human as well. Sorry for the cat. He's always a bit spastic. We have the Hydron, which is associated with water. The Kazi, winged people, having both wings and arms. Pyrans are strongly associated with fire. Spirits are short, wave-like people, and they are very given to spiritual enlightenment and introspection. Classes are the Berserker, the Caster, the Devotee, the Martial Artist, the Naturalist, the Thief, the Tinker, the Troubadour, and the Warrior. Gaia has a much shorter skills list than... Dang cat. Sorry about that. Has a much shorter skills list than a lot of tabletop role-playing games, with only about a dozen skills, if that. Very different feats than the role-playing game I earlier referred to. This is a prototype game. It is still in the works. But as per common law copyrights, it is still copyrighted. As of about 2018. But sit back and enjoy this first playthrough.
Still recording?
Yeah.
You'll have to introduce me.
So, this is my co-owner and fellow player, David Child.
Hello there. We decided to go with the game that he's creating because he's mostly the owner of the company. I'm more the idea guy and the helper. So
1, 2.
Oh, he's just confused.
Is there any other state of mind for him?
Yes. Sleeping.
Yes.
Hungry.
No, that's also constant.
Oh. Anyway, we decided to go ahead and do a playthrough of his game to give you guys an idea, a little bit of an idea of what we do. I decided to keep it simple I was going to go with something slightly complicated, but whenever you start out with a new system that you don't understand completely, and or with a new DM that you're not used to, and I am used to him.
If anyone ever can be.
True. So I decided to go with something simple, a basic fighter. Basic human fighter, to be exact. And you decided to go with
a devotee, and I am looking through the races right now to see what would best help with that. And I think I will be going with a Chelf, because they have a massive bonus to the ability that I need for my spells.
And you generally, if you're going with a one-player campaign, which is what we're doing right now, it's a good idea to have a sidekick, somebody to help out.
And since how he's playing a warrior, he's going to need someone who can heal his scrapes and boo-boos when he trips over his sword.
Oh, speaking of which, this is paint. It's been through the washer a lot.
Pants.
Yeah, work pants. So, anyways, I'm going to step off to the side, let him continue talking.
About what?
A little bit about the campaign. How the setting is going to start, what we're going to be doing.
I'll do actually some more in-depth reading on our class and race choices.
Okay.
Starting with yours. So, human. Humans are medium size, anywhere between 4'7" and 6'11", and weighing anywhere between 89 and 280 pounds. They have a speed of 30 feet per 6 seconds. 5 seconds, sorry. I'm used to the other game. It's been a long time since I played Gaia. But Gaia's rounds are 5 seconds each, not 6.
I thought that system was 15 seconds.
Nope.
No, it's not.
6 seconds around for that system.
I might be thinking of the other one that you've never played.
The more modern day futuristic one?
Yes.
Yeah, that one I think was 15.
But you also have a lot more attacks and things you can do in that system too, so.
You know?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So, the humans have a speed of 30 feet per 5 seconds. They get 1 extra feat at level 1, 1 extra skill point at each level, and they have 1 extra language that they know. They can have any favorite class. They live to about 91 years old. Humans live anywhere, get along with anyone, and are found in all professions. Who are we kidding? You know what a human is like. Now, I do have a sub-race of humans, half-breeds. A human can have children with any other base race presented here. These offspring are half-breeds. They are medium-sized with speed of 30. They gain no extra feats at level 1, and all bonuses from the non-human parents are cut in half. For example, a half-spirus would have no extra feats, -1 to strength, -1 to con, +1 to intelligence, +1 to wisdom, -1 to charisma. It would have no bonus to saves versus illusions, and its mind read abilities will DC would drop to 5, +1 per every 4 level, plus wisdom modifier. Half-breeds can access any feat that their non-human parent can, and is affected by anything that specifically affects that race. They also have their non-human parent's favorite class. So that's the human and the half-breed, the sub-race of the human. The warrior has full attacks, so it starts off at a base attack bonus of +1, It has good fortitude saves. So its saves are fortitude +1, reflex +0, will +0. It gets a bonus feat at level 1. It is trained, warriors are trained in the skills of agility, awareness, brawn, endurance, gamble, and hobby. Skill points, 3 plus intelligence modifier. Seeing how he's playing a human, he gets 4 plus intelligence modifier. He rolls a d10 for every level for hit points. They are trained in light, medium, and heavy standard armor, light, medium, and heavy standard weapons.
She's licking his face. And he's just like, oh, yes.
The Chelf, the race that I will be playing. They are small, so they get a +1 to armor class and to attack. They are anywhere between 3 foot and 4 foot, weigh anywhere between 40 and 60 pounds, and their speed is 20 feet per 5 seconds. They get a -2 to strength, -2 to con, and +4 to charisma. That +4 to charisma is why I chose it. I get +4 to knowledge music, or to know music, +2 to perform. I choose a specific performance. Timeless body. I stop aging upon maturity at age 16. No matter how old I become, I will always look 16. Which kind of sucks because I would often be underestimated. I would often be talked down to, often treated like a kid.
Yeah, an underestimated part would be a good thing.
It could, given the depending on circumstances.
I guess it also depends on your profession too. If you're a fighter, it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'd be a good thing if you are underestimated. But as far as combat goes, but your personality might be more aggressive, so you irritate the hell out of you.
But if I'm a troubadour, I'd have actually less opportunities getting jobs because people wouldn't want to hire a kid. Unless they know the Chelsea racial thing with music.
That's when they do the mic drop. And the person
yes.
get hired immediately.
Yes. Favorite class for Chels are troubadour or thief. Chels are a small musical race. They have bright, vivid hair and eye colors, and dress in colors that make their hair and eyes pop. A Chels's name is determined at the age of 2 when they pick their instrument. For example, a girl named Wendy picks a lute at her naming. If her family name is Barr, her full name would be Wendy Lute Barr. Chelf life is all about music. A mayor of a Chelf town is called a conductor. There is even a Chelf-specific instrument, the assoon, which takes 2 to play. 1 to play the wind instrument part, and 1 to do strings and percussions. Chelfs are happy-go-lucky, and a little silly in their sense of humor. Oftentimes they do weird things just to see what reaction they get. I will have so much fun playing a Chelf. They live to about 400 years, but stop aging at 16. Chelfs worship the gods of the void and have their own sacred creation story. Chelfs try to get along with everybody. When not playing or practicing music, they can be found tinkering or inventing. So, though it's not listed, if a Chelf is not a troubadour or a thief, they're probably a tinker. And the devotee. I would actually get moderate saves, or moderate attacks. So I start off at +0 for my attack. I drop my d12. I have good fortitude and will, so I start off at fortitude +1, reflex +0, will +1. Right off the bat, I get access to a domain, a specific area of power for my deity, which grants me powers and bonus spells. I start off with 10 spell points per day. I know 4 spells, all of which are level 1. I can cast only spells I know chosen from the devotee spell list or one of my selected domain lists. These spells are divine energy granted by my deity.
So for those who don't know, domain lists are
Located elsewhere, and there's quite a few domains.
no. What I mean is, what is a domain?
Oh, like I said, special areas of power and interest of the deity.
Okay.
The spell save difficulty is 5 plus half my level plus my charisma modifier. That's why I chose a Chelf. I have a high charisma, my spells are more difficult to resist.
He's a really good performer.
Yes. You can cast as many times each round as you have attacks. Each spell takes the place of an attack. So I can either swing a sword or cast a spell. Or once I get higher level and I get 2 attacks around, I can swing a sword and cast a spell.
Cast a spell on your sword.
I could do that too. Domains. At level 1 and level 10, you gain access to one of your deity's domains. You have that domain's ability and know its spells. Command Undead. At level 11, you can command Undead. You must make a roll, 5 plus half your level plus your charisma modifier, versus their will saves. If you succeed, they obey your commands for a number of rounds equal to your charisma modifier. This includes the command to crumble, which would cause the targets to crumble to dust. This ability affects a 50-foot radius circle around you. You can do this once per day per 2 levels. A devotee is proficient in all standard armor and light and medium standard weapons. A devotee is trained in agility, awareness, brawn, diplomacy, hobby, know, manual, and spellcraft. They get 3 plus intelligence modifier and skill points, and they roll a d8 for their hit points. And that's our
The basic information. Well, as basic of information as we can get.
yes.
Should we? This might be a part you might want to cut out or something. I don't know, but.
Okay, and one last thing to cover. The skills. Skills are common usage capabilities you can increase as you level. Each class has a list of skills it learns and focuses on. These are that class's class skills. All others are non-class skills. And several rules. Agility, which is based off of dexterity. This includes balancing, hiding, moving quietly, trick riding, and tumbling. Basically, any task involving bodily agility or flexibility. Dexterity of hands does not fall under this skill. Awareness. This includes evaluating items, gathering information, listening, searching, sensing someone's motive, getting a hunch, and spotting something. Basically, anything involving your awareness of the world around you. Brawn. This includes climbing, jumping, swimming, and other activities that require strength. Diplomacy. Charisma-based. You can lie, convince, intimidate, disguise yourself, or feint in combat. Basically joking, jiving, and tricking the other person. Not falling over unconscious type feinting.
Like faking like you're going to go up here and you go this way.
Yep.
Or maybe like making
causing
them look,
them to flinch.
making them look behind you. What's that?
You know. Basically, anything that calls for a silver tongue or use of body language falls under diplomacy. Endurance. This allows you to concentrate on a spell or endure certain environmental effects. So if you're trudging through a hot, dusty desert, you would be rolling an endurance skill check to not pass out from heat exhaustion.
One would call that grit.
That would be another good name for it.
Come on, man up.
Gamble. This skill lets you win at games of chance. Each check takes 1 hour. Each gamble check takes 1 hour. Hobby. This lets you make items, read unfamiliar writings, or forge documents. Basically, anything that doesn't fall in any other skill could, by GM approval, end up as an aspect of hobby. Know. This skill represents the sum total of your knowledge. You may gain aspects of know through study or granted by the GM. These might include traps, dragons, planes, gods, nature, etc. These aspects may gain bonuses, but not ranks. So basically, know is just one skill. And that's, you know something or you don't based on that skill. Not several different sub-skills like several other games have it.
What you know, man? Because, as you go through life, you learn different things in different subjects. So, there's a chance you might know a different way to tie your shoes. You really want to put that on a skill list?
And even if you studied something extensively, there's still things you don't know. Whereas someone who just happened to glean a certain tidbit of information in passing, spending an hour in a library one rainy afternoon, may have picked up that tidbit that you don't know. Manual. This lets you disable traps, pick locks, pick pockets, or tie intricate knots. Basically anything requiring dexterous hands. So, agility has to do with the body, manual has to do with your hands. Perform. Choose a specific type of performance such as acting, song, stringed instruments, jokes, stories, etc. This skill can make you money. Spellcraft. This allows you to learn spells, recognize magical effects, or create spells. And that's all the spells all the skills that we have that this game uses.
So far.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 skills, not the 40 or 50 that some have.
And it is nice to have some things detailed, but in other times it's more convenient to have them lumped together.
Right.
Like we're searching, looking, and search, spot, and listen.
Mm-hmm.
Why not have them all lumped together? Because it is senses.
And awareness, yeah.
But at the same time, I can understand having listening different from seeing something, because that is a separate sense.
Some people could have keen ears but be blind as a bat.
Exactly. So it's sort of a balance. It's sort of a balance going there.
So that's it for episode 1. A certain classical sounding song is going through my head right now.
Boom, 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 boom.
No, it has to do with a certain fight scene. Anyway, that's it for episode 1. Trust me, these sessions will get more interesting as the episodes continue.
We're just starting off, and we are basically filming this with an old, outdated laptop.
Hey, I bought this 6 months ago.
Was it for sale?
It was at Best Buy.
It's still not meant for what we're using it for.
No, it's not.
And there might even be times where we'll be using a cell phone, that kind of stuff. We're not exactly,
Rolling in dough.
yeah, rolling in dough. So we're trying, we're struggling, we're trying, putting our foot out there. So bear with us.
This is just getting our company started, literally from the ground up. We are starting from scratch, from absolutely nothing, just a concept, paper, dice, and a computer.
We have a lot of ideas.
Yeah. So,
Anyways, until next time.
blessed be.